In the heart of the African continent, over 700 years ago, a man ruled whose wealth would make legends, not a European king or Eastern emperor, but an African ruler named Mansa Musa. His name spread across continents, and his story has become one of mystery and fascination. Who was this man who became the wealthiest ruler the world had ever known, and how did he come to symbolize not just riches but power, faith, and influence on a massive scale? Musa wasn't just born into luxury, he was born into an empire on the rise. Around 1312 AD, Musa became the 10th Mansa, or king, of Mali. Though his predecessors laid the groundwork, it was under Musa that Mali would achieve unmatched wealth and power. Mali controlled some of the richest lands and trade routes in West Africa, with massive resources in gold, salt, and ivory. From the southern forests to the northern deserts, Mali stretched across a vast territory, commanding respect, resources, and influence. It wasn't just luck. Mali sat on some of the richest gold mines in the world. Gold flowed through Mali's veins, and Mansa Musa held that gold like a careful steward and visionary ruler. Traders came from across the Sahara, bringing salt, textiles, and other valuables, and they left with gold, lots of it. Mali's wealth was legendary even then, but Mansa Musa's vision went beyond riches. He saw the potential to unite his empire through prosperity and faith. Mansa Musa was a devout Muslim, and his faith played a central role in his rule. His dedication to Islam wasn't just personal, it shaped his politics and his relationship with his people. Islam was already spreading in West Africa, and Musa used his influence to build mosques and encourage Islamic scholarship throughout Mali. But his faith would soon drive him to embark on one of the most famous pilgrimages in history. In 1324, Musa made a decision that would echo through history. He would go on pilgrimage to Mecca, fulfilling one of the 5 pillars of Islam. But for Musa, this journey was about more than faith. It was a chance to showcase Mali's power and wealth on a global stage. As Musa set out, he was accompanied by a legendary caravan, tens of thousands of followers, hundreds of camels and horses, and massive quantities of gold. This wasn't just a journey, it was a statement. Historians estimate that Musa traveled with over 60,000 people, soldiers, slaves, musicians, traders, and scholars. Thousands of camels carried supplies, and everywhere they went, gold followed. Musa's caravan was a sight to behold. People along the way couldn't believe their eyes, and stories of Musa's wealth and generosity spread like wildfire. When Musa arrived in Cairo, the city was taken aback. Never had they seen wealth like this, and never had they encountered a ruler so generous. Musa shared his wealth freely, giving gold to the poor, buying goods from merchants, and funding local mosques. His generosity had unintended consequences. He caused a gold inflation in Egypt that would last for years. Musa's spending was so extravagant that it devalued gold across the region. Economies struggled to adjust, as gold flooded Cairo's markets and disrupted the financial balance. For years, Egyptians felt the impact of Mansa Musa's generosity, but Musa's pilgrimage was only the beginning of his vision. Inspired by the cultural centers he saw on his journey, Musa returned to Mali determined to turn his empire into a beacon of knowledge and faith. He transformed Timbuktu into one of the world's foremost centers of learning. Scholars and architects from across the Islamic world came to Mali, drawn by Musa's patronage. Timbuktu's libraries filled with books on medicine, mathematics, philosophy, and religion. Musa knew that true wealth went beyond gold. It was found in the minds of his people. Under Musa's patronage, Timbuktu's scholars contributed to advancements that would echo far beyond Mali's borders. Education was valued, and even today the ancient manuscripts of Timbuktu stand as a testament to the golden age of African scholarship that Musa fostered. Mansa Musa's rule marked the height of Mali's influence, but it was more than that. He left behind a legacy rooted in faith, generosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. His wealth may have made him famous, but his impact went much deeper. He wasn't just a ruler, he was a visionary who believed in the power of wealth to build a better world. Centuries have passed, but Mansa Musa's name is still remembered, not just for his riches but for his spirit. He reminds us of a time when Africa stood as a cultural and economic powerhouse, and of a man who saw wealth as a gift to be shared. Mansa Musa's story teaches us that real power comes not from riches, but from wisdom, faith, and the will to uplift others. He was more than a king. He was an icon, a builder, and a man whose legacy continues to inspire. In a world obsessed with wealth, Mansa Musa's life shows that true greatness comes from what we do with what we have. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story of the legendary King of Mali, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical tales. Until next time, stay curious.